In this video, I will show you how to create assets. So creating assets is really important because this is what gets used inside the blueprint, and this is what allows to have consistent characters and basically have stuff that's consistent across numerous content pieces. So the first thing is that you need to add a brand. So you can add obviously the name, the logo, the tone, the description, and the style guidelines. So these are writing styles or tone, and you can also set the visual identity. So style, color, typography, and preview. Let me just show you one that has already been created. So this is mine. And here, as you can see, I have the logo, I have the style guidelines, I have the visual identity, and here I have the colors, the typography, and I can see what it actually looks like. And next, if I go inside Blueprint and I choose a blueprint that contains a brand, so I'm going to choose this one, I'll use it. And here I'll select a couple of IDs, and here I'm going to select the brand, I'm going to select the logo, and let's say I'm going to select that and that. It's just to show you how it actually works. Continue. And here you will see that this stuff is resolving inside the prompt that we send into the LLM. So this is basically what gets used inside the prompt. So that's really important. And each time you create a new blueprint or you use a new blueprint, you will see that you have available variables, and they come from the items that you've set inside the assets library. So you can also deploy assets from the starter pack. So like, for instance, if you want to have AI influencers, you go to character, starter packs, character, and here you can select a few, import. And here you'll see that you have the images and all that. And basically you can turn all of that into AI avatars. You can do exactly the same stuff for product. When you want to add a product, you can use a URL or you can add it manually and then add the pictures and stuff. Let me just show you what a product actually looks like. So you get the description, the price, the different features, the tags, and the images which are selectable, so that when you actually use those images inside content generation for images or for like product UGC stuff, you can use those images as characters, as reference images instead of characters. Next, you can also do it for target audience. So this is a simple one, but this basically allows to create several messages that are using the same ID, but using different angles because we are talking to a different audience. And here inside of blocks, so there are a few types, so hooks, angles, CTA, story element, and visual style. So let me just show you one that uses a visual style so that you can understand what I mean by that. So here I've selected visual style, and the content is the period, the overall mood and tone, the color preference, and all that. And here, if I go inside Blueprint, let's say I want to create an historical documentary video. I'll click on News. Here I'll select the length, I'll select the format, I will select whatever, a couple of IDs. I'll click on Continue, and here you'll see that a few blocks appearing, including the one for the World War II documentary. I'll click on Continue, and here you'll see that in the master prompt, the stuff is resolving. And here you'll see content guidelines. So this passed the variables from the assets library. And obviously I have a couple of IDs selected. So this is going to create two different outputs, and each of those outputs will use the visual guidelines coming from the assets library. So this is a really cool feature because it allows to create a lot of content and actually keep reusing blocks or assets without having to rewrite them into each prompt individually. So really helpful, and I hope you'll enjoy that.